What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 50 Patrol. And as this video title should be no surprise to anybody here, but Jennifer Burton is pregnant. Let's go ahead and get this shit show started.
I get phone calls from people that we've, kind of kept in touch with. Sorry, I didn't put my keys down. People that we've kind of kept in touch with. I'm opening a letter right now that I received from the property manager, which probably isn't going to be.
This may be an eviction notice.
Very good. Hold on. So I'm going to take you outside. It's not Victor Lopez today. I'm going to take you outside. I have to lock up.
Somebody's a little paranoid.
Really quick. Speaking of walking, my boobs are so big right now. Holy crap. Anyway, my boobs are really big right now. I'm trying to hide that. I'm pregnant. That's been going on for a while. That whole am I or am I not? I'll have more information about that later on in this video. I don't even know how long this shit is going to be. Anyway, so speaking of locks, like I said, I changed all the locks at Jeremy's request. Because we just have a bunch of fucking losers that want to take advantage of the fact that he's in jail right now, and they just feel as though it gives them free reign to do whatever. But like I said, I looked into their past, and some of them have some very interesting pasts. One of them is a sex offender.
Who, Jeremy?
But he pretends that he is like a preacher, like a holy gospel. I hate people like that. I hate
that sounds like
fake
Jeremy.
Christians that pretend they are perfect and they would never, and they have the seediest past. Let me move my keys, sorry. But yeah, he has a really piss poor past. Is how I like to call it, piss poor past. Anyway, I gotta get in the car. I'm gonna talk to you some more about what is happening. I'm getting everything canceled on the vehicles, and trust me, it's all going to be taken care of. I just got a letter. I'm just being transparent with you guys, I guess. I got a letter. My nails look like shit. My nails always look like shit. So I just got a letter from our property management, and basically we owe $1,300 in rent. It's $11.66, and we owe $1,300. And the only reason I'm bringing that up, usually I wouldn't bring up stuff like that because it's really no one's fucking business. But the only reason I'm bringing things up like this is because Jeremy's family is supposed to be taking care of these things. They are supposed to be, paying bills, doing the right thing. Instead, they're writing checks to themselves. The
question is, have they been doing funeral escorts, and the fact that they probably know now that they're pregnant and he's married, maybe that's why they're pissed. I don't know, it's just common sense.
They actually have a history of this that I didn't know about. There's a lot I'm learning about people while Jeremy's away, that he has some very seedy people in his past and in his family, which is kind of sad and pathetic to have family members that are stealing from you and family members who aren't doing the right thing.
Try stealing his car in the DV battery situation.
Like I said, I'm eating for two now, so I'm starving. So I think I might go to Chick-fil-A. I think we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. Hold on. So I was gonna take you to Chick-fil-A real quick, but I'm gonna stop by Winnie Palmer because as far as my pregnancy, this is kind of where it all began. Let me take that back. It actually began in not the old office. I'm not calling the old office. Probably because we're not going to be there for very long. It started at the office. In the whole everything going on, I was sitting there and I was like, God, my back is killing me. It's killing me. I thought my period was starting. But no, my period wasn't starting. It was just pregnancy symptoms. And I usually chart. I'm usually pretty good at doing a period tracker. And I realized I was 8 days late. My period is like clockwork. It might be one day off, but it is never ever a week, even 2 or 3 days. That never happens. So, you know, I kind of like was like, well, I didn't think I was really pregnant because, you know, we've had some complications in the past. So I was like, I don't think that's what's happening. But so I just kind of picked up a first response, the pink one. So I picked that up from, I think it was like CVS or something, I don't know. And I went to the office, and I was working because, you know, Jeremy wasn't there, so I had to run everything. And that was, you know, it came. Oh, it was in a 2-pack. It was in a 2-pack. Oh, we're almost here.
Nobody cares
right.
whether it's
So
1-pack, 2-pack,
Orlando.
family pack.
And this is obviously the emergency room. Shit. The heart, and I don't know if you can see it. It's so much better in person. Heart and vascular place. This is where I got my ultrasounds. I picked up my medical records and got my ultrasounds. Oh, this is such a weird road. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So it came in a 2-pack. So I did the first one, and it like lit up, and I was, you know how you usually wait like 3 to 5 minutes or whatever the hell the test said. But no, it was like 30 seconds. Okay, let's go. It was like 30 seconds. Not even. I don't even think it was that long. Let's move. Anyway. Oh, something else just fell. This is yeah. So anyway. So I got the results, and I got the results, and let me get you on this side. It's cute, right?
Real safe.
I think I went down the wrong street. I don't know why I went down this way. I should have gone down the other street. Cool. I think it was Cool Avenue or something.
Driving through the lens of the camera
So
on your
anyway,
phone.
I got the results, and you know, at some point, obviously, Jeremy found out when everything, you know, he found out, and I think he was just kind of like in shock. I think we were both in shock. Like I said, I was running this business.
Probably just
trying to do
come
everything
home
right, dealing with fucking idiots.
Let me
Still
stay in
dealing with
jail.
fucking idiots that will never change. That circular.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. Listen, if I was in a situation myself, married, just with all the BS going on, and then you gotta add that on top of it, I probably do deserve it, but I would be begging just to let me stay here. I don't want to go home.
Building, well, yeah, on the left, you'll be able to see it better when we get there, is Winnie Palmer. It's a newer facility. It's for women and children, obviously. That's where I ended up going about 3 days after I found out I was pregnant, because like I said, I was dealing with so much stress that I started spotting. Oh, that was a cool truck. It's a cool pickup truck. Anyway, I started spotting. And you know, of course, I'm fucking freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. Oh, this is actually really, there you go. Now you can pull all the fucking car stuff is on the side. You can't really see it. But yeah, that's where I don't know how to get out of here. I don't need to be here anymore. But anyway, this is the parking garage over here.
She loves hearing herself talk. That's
cute,
for sure.
right? It's really interesting. I love that. I think it's really cool. Anyway, so I had some Yeah, I get out this way. So I had some complications. Not complications. I'm not gonna say. I had some spotting, and they did an ultrasound. I thought I was like 5 weeks. I think I had just turned 5 weeks. I was probably like 4 weeks in like maybe a handful of days. It was very early, but they were able to see that. She's just
confused about how long she's been
pregnant
for, as Jeremy's confused how long he's been in business for.
But they wanted me to come back in a couple weeks to do another ultrasound, so I did that. And my experience the second time was not great. My experience the first time was really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. But the second time they were bitchy. They were not. Oh, this is cool. I like that. It reminds me of Epcot. I ended up finding a really great OBGYN, and I had my appointment with Winnie Palmer on a Monday, and then I saw my OBGYN on a Thursday. And when I saw them, it was great. We did like somewhat of an ultrasound. It wasn't really, because it was like an old school machine. You couldn't really see too much. I had my beta HCG test which is basically like your it's your pregnancy hormones. My number was 5,728, which is actually really good because it starts at like 1,000. So I was really happy, really happy to hear that, to get that news, and they hit me a pap smear and everything. Everything came back great. Like everything came back great. There were no issues. It was wonderful, and it still is wonderful. And so that's kind of where I am right now. The next. Sorry, I'm so tired. That's the other thing is I've been sleeping more now, like in the last 30 days and a half, probably in my entire life. I've been taking like 3-4 naps a day. I'm exhausted, so I'm really tired. But to go back to what I was saying, so my next appointment is in, I think, 2.5 weeks now. I don't even remember. It's June something, the beginning of June, and we are gonna get the genetic testing. We're gonna get another ultrasound. I'm excited. I love ultrasounds. I don't know. So, and we're gonna get genetic testing. And one of the things that the nurse practitioner was telling me was that during those, series of tests that you get, you're able to find out the sex of the baby like right then and there, which is actually really cool. It's not like old school. You have to wait, 18, 20 weeks or whatever. You're actually gonna find out pretty soon. So I'm very excited. Jeremy thinks it's a boy. I really don't care. I know everyone says that, but I really don't. I just want the baby to be healthy, chunky, and cute.
I wonder if they're going to test it to see if that baby is going to be maybe negative 37.
Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Anyway, I was going to take you to Chick-fil-A, but I'm tired as shit. I'm very, very, very tired. And I think I just can't. I don't have the patience right now to be in a 20-minute Chick-fil-A line. I'm just gonna go to McDonald's. I think when you've given up on life, you just say, hey, let's stop at McDonald's real quick. And then I have to get this edited and get it up for tomorrow, which would be Saturday. I was gonna do it tonight, Friday night, but no, I mean, if anyone's like me, I guess even with Jeremy in jail, I still have like a life. And I'm assuming other people do. So I'm just gonna do it on Saturday morning. Have it scheduled for, I don't know. Oh, thank you so much. You're nice, but these people on the other side are...
Turn signal bulb was burnt out.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, thanks. There's still some kindness in this world. There's still some kind people. I hate this railroad track. It's too busy. Too busy for what it is. Teslas look like beluga whales. Anyway, so... yeah, like I said, even with Jeremy in jail, I still have a fucking life. I still have shit I want to do tonight. I'm not going out to do anything that, it's Jeremy related, but I don't want to get into it right now. I'm trying to wait. Oh, speaking of Jeremy, I guess I should talk about him. So his charges were dropped. We dropped the charges. I'm not going to get into it. It was a really long process, but it was actually a really nice process too. It taught me a lot about myself, and I realized, a lot of things that would not have gone over well for me in the past. I would have been like, okay, well, fuck you. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. I've learned to kind of have more grace, and I've forgiven things that normally I would not forgive. Usually you would feel my fucking wrath. But I think I've gotten past a lot of that. I don't know. We shall see. I think everyone changes every day. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Jeremy. So, Jeremy's charged for the battery. They actually brought it down from a DV to a simple battery, which is actually a lot better, obviously, since it was brought down.
Oh, a lot better.
And
totally.
the only thing we have to
Everybody
do now
should have one of those.
the bond
at
hearings
least. Idiot.
For his bonds to be reinstated. I don't want to talk about how I feel about it, because I feel like when I say things, people are like, oh, you thought this, you thought that, you stupid bitch, but like, nah. So I don't want to say anything, but I'm laughing and smiling, so that should be a good indicator of how I feel about it. I don't know if this camera's any good, if it's all smushy and smooshed or whatever. Y'all will be okay. So yeah, so that's coming up. This is a lot of stuff. I can't wait for him to tell you guys like his experience in there. There has been some shit that has gone down that it just like makes me laugh. I'm like, Jeremy, you are just like the craziest person I've ever met.
We're gonna pause it right there. Some crazy stuff going on down in jail, and she's saying, "Oh, you're the craziest person," to Jeremy. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there right now that he's probably on the receiving end of all of what's going on in jail.
But I think that's why I love him, because he just, I don't know, he doesn't really care. Can you see the mileage on this car? I don't think you can. There's a lot of shit that's like flashing. But it wouldn't be a Metro State car if shit wasn't flashing. See, some people are like, oh my god, my check engine light came on and all this other stuff, and I gotta get it changed. No, that's not how it is with Metro State. Metro State, you ride your car until it is on the ground. Like, Jeremy rides the hell out of these cars. Same for the bikes. Even though I think he's a bit more, not snobby, but cautious when it comes to bikes, because, you know, they're bicycles. You have to make sure everything's in good working.
Don't worry. His next insurance scam will pay for all new vehicles.
Order. But even then, he's still kind of, you know, isn't that on top of it. The maintenance isn't that great, but I mean, I don't really give a shit right now. I wanted to stop by I might stop by our old mailbox. I don't know how. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do with this mailbox. I'm the only one I think who has a key. So, oh my goodness. So speaking of keys, all right. So let me just wrap up the whole Jeremy thing real quick and get to the important stuff. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I don't know why the hell that show is there. Anyway, so I went got some mail for Jeremy. We still get mail here. Do y'all remember this one? This is the keys over here. It's the old. I gotta go before I start running out of gas. I'm out of gas.
Those gas cards are probably maxed out.
This is the old building that we used to be in. But I think our new building may be setting a record, because I have little to no patience for the bullshit. So this is where we used to be. They parked like it's a parking space. We were like all over the place. That is so funny. So that's where we used to be. They fixed the window and stuff. That's where we used to be. Yeah, it used to be our little home when me and Jeremy first got back together. This is where we met. Actually, no, he picked me up, and then he went to show me the office and stuff. So this is.
We got back together.
The spot. A lot of shit went down there. Absolutely. But anyway, I digress. So, I see you. I wasn't gonna hit you. I promise. Jesus. What was I doing? What am I doing? I'm so tired. What am I doing again?
I'm just gonna put this out there right now. Sorry. Is it me? If you listen real closely, it sounds like there's no oil in this car. The tick, 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 tick.
This has really brought me and him a lot closer. Like, we are just so, it's like we're united. But I think it's just kind of, I think he sees, if things were to go down, like if he were to go to prison, for example, I think he knows now that more than likely his family is not it. They are not it. So I've been running this fucking business. It has been
into the ground.
Everyone, all these fucking idiots that we are going to get rid of. They are probably listening, and I hope they are. So they will not be there anymore when Jeremy gets out. We already talked about that. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's gone. Anyone who's ever disrespected me or not listened to me or anything like that, they're gone. They're gone. They're done. As they say, it's a done data. It's over. So those people, everyone that's there now is not going to be there, including his family. They're not going to be there either.
Wow.
There is I'm not going to talk about like the money situation too much, but I will say that people were trying to write themselves checks, and those people are blood related, and I'll just leave it at that. And so I had to contact the bank, and I had to get everything fucking shut down. Everything was shut down. Were they pissed? Yes, they were. Do I give a shit? No, I do not. You are not going to take from him while he is in a vulnerable position. You're his fucking family, but you're also a piece of shit. And I think that he realized that the more time went on, he realized, oh, well, I can't really depend on these people for fucking anything. And when I, really got into, well, I'm not going to say really got into my pregnancy, but when it looked like a viable pregnancy, and the doctor ordered me to be on bed rest for 4 weeks, I was telling them, I thought people would be excited for me and like, oh, well, we're going to do what we can to help her. No, these bitches were like swooping in like vultures. And that's what a lot of nasty people do. They wait and...
The reason why they're swooping like vultures is because he already had a family established before he decided to get you pregnant. That's why.
You're very vulnerable, and then they sweep in and they try to take this from you and take that from you, and they take money, they take vehicles, they just take shit that has nothing to do with them and doesn't belong to them. And that's what his family has done. His family has participated in that. And I like I said, we're going to get into that more when he gets out. He is very upset with his family. He has had screaming matches. He had a screaming match last night with his mother, because his mother is just, I don't like to call people pathetic, but if you are, I just have to say.
He got into a screaming match with his mother last night because she refused to get to the family together.
So I think she's a really pathetic person, and she's someone who doesn't have her son's back and doesn't have her son's best interests at heart. And for a long time, I kind of, with the whole situation with Rania, I know that she always hated his mothers. Jeremy has 2 moms, and I know she always hated his mothers, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, well, I don't know why she hates them. Now I know why she hates them. She actually, I think they had the locks changed inside and outside of the house because they believe that his mothers had access to the keys. They have a history of, they have sticky fingers. Let's just put it that way. Sticky fingers, opportunists. That's who they are. And like I said, I never thought they were that way. I didn't know like what they were about until this situation happened. I'm not gonna, again, we'll get into that later when Jeremy gets home.
Hopefully
but
never.
There was a lot of shit that went down.
And
I found out a lot of stuff about them and a lot of the things that they were, kind of plotting and planning. And I don't have time for that bullshit. I called them out, and it has been like a war ever since. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm the kind of person, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are to him. I don't care who you are to me. If you come at me with some bullshit, if you try to do some sneaky, shady, slimy, snake in the grass shit, it's over, bitch. I don't give a fuck who you are. So that's
Drama.
where we are. Like I was stating with the I don't even want to say they're contractors, because they're not going to be working for Jeremy at all. They don't have permission to have his vehicles, but they're riding around. It's kind of like I don't want to call them thugs, because I think that sounds racist, although I'm black, but they're thugs to me. Like, this is something that a thug would do. They wouldn't return your property. They would, they would try to make your life hell. They don't care about, people who are vulnerable right now. They don't care about that. So to me, they're a bunch of thugs that are.
What about you loaning out one of Jeremy's cars to a 7-Eleven, probably being compensated for it, to put it in place in the parking lot there to make it look like something that it's not?
Around in Metro State vehicles. So if you see a Metro State Escort, like today is, what is today, the 14th of May? Yeah. If you see a Metro State Escort from this point on until I tell you that Jeremy is out of jail, those are fucking thugs and stolen cars. They're thugs and stolen cars.
Why do you call the police if they're stolen cars?
Don't use them. Don't use their services at all. They're pieces of shit. There's nothing there for you. You're supporting.
She loaned them all out.
I guess. I mean, people who like to steal.
She's just trying to cover her
and you're
ass.
supporting bullshit. You're supporting like a thug mentality, and you're supporting people who don't really have Jeremy's back. I wish I would have shared my my conversation with my little McDonald's friend. I go to McDonald's. I need to get gas, but not right now. Not right now. They have me parking at number 3. I don't know why I come here. But anyway, my little friend is here. I love her. That's how you know I go to McDonald's a lot, because I have a friend here. I'm excited. We just have some issues because his family is holding money, taking money. So there's monetary issues there. And the contractors are thieving thugs. Thug and thieves. I'm headed home and I'm gonna eat this delicious, nutritious meal and maybe take a little nap. I'm gonna take a nice little shower, get ready. Oh, and I guess I gotta, this might be easy to upload though. This might be easy to edit. It's not anything too fancy. But I like to give you guys some sort of an update of what's happening with me and with Jeremy and with Metro State, which, as I stated before, probably is not going to be around for very long. Once he gets out,
shocker.
And we file more things against the people that have stolen from him, then it's more than likely going to be done. But we'll see. You never know. That's the craziest thing about like this story. You never know what's going to happen. The vehicles are supposed to be at that guy. His name is Mark Tree or whatever. I don't know. Some unique. I'll try to be PC about it. Some unique name. So this idiot, he's a sex offender, like I think I said before. So if you want to, I guess, see the vehicle, just look up his address. He's a goddamn moron. So yeah, look him up. It'll be fun. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pause this for now. I gotta go. Bye. So this is him. It says homefacts.com. Homefacts.com, and that's where you can find, I guess all the.
Oh boy, let's get to the good part.
This is like why is it so smudged? And or him or her. Because, obviously by now he or she is going to be quite a bit bigger. So I don't know. Just really happy.
Jeremy did that. Ugh.
I don't know. I'm very.
All right. That's about it. The two tails, both sides. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. I really don't have anything else to say. I think everybody expected this for a while now. But it's, I don't know. She should really stand in the mirror and listen and watch herself talk and say exactly everything she said in this video, or just play it back and listen to it, because Jeremy is everything that she claimed that these thieves and thugs are. And the whole thing with his family, they probably want nothing to do with him anymore because of it. Because of this. This is a train wreck. So, but I just thought I would share this with everybody here. Usually I don't post on Saturdays, but everybody have a great weekend. And if you're over on the other channel, I'll be on the live stream tomorrow at around probably 5 o'clock. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe bell, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.